Look, if you're currently meticulously counting every single calorie, logging every meal, and finding that the scale absolutely will not budge, I know exactly how frustrated you feel. It means your metabolism is just completely stuck. Well, today the entire goal of this explainer is to fix that. We're going to unlock your body's hidden fat burning mode, and we're going to do it using intermittent fasting. And I want to be incredibly clear right up front. No, this does not mean starving yourself, and it certainly doesn't mean losing your mind to cravings. You see, the reason you're so frustrated is that the old conventional advice of eat less, move more, is actively failing millions of people right now. And why is that? Because it completely ignores the single most important factor in your body, your hormones. You can't just manage your energy intake without managing the actual chemical signals that tell your body what to do with that energy. So here is our exact blueprint for this video. We're going to cover the metabolism flip, the fasting staircase, fasting survival guide, breaking the fast safely, conquering mental hurdles, and finally, the ultimate payoff. This right here is your map to unlocking hidden fat burning without starving. All right, let's dive straight into part 1, the metabolism flip. To really get fasting, we have to talk about shifting your body's primary fuel source. This is the fundamental shift. Okay, moving your body from running on sugar or glucose to running on stored fat known as ketones. Here is the massive secret that traditional diets completely miss. High insulin acts as a literal chemical padlock on your fat stores. If your insulin is high, you cannot burn fat. Period. Fasting is simply the tool that lowers your insulin to unblock that pathway. It allows your body to finally access those fat stores for energy. And the best part, it does this without slowing down your metabolic rate, which is the huge glaring flaw of standard calorie restriction diets. And honestly, there are massive bonus benefits of fasting that go way, way beyond just weight loss. Lowering your insulin and entering a fasted state triggers a process called autophagy. Think of this as a deep clean for your cells. It's incredible for anti-aging. It dramatically lowers inflammation in the body. It prompts the growth of new immune stem cells, and it clears up that stubborn brain fog. You're quite literally regenerating newer, healthier cells from the inside out. Moving right along to part 2, the fasting staircase. Let's build your step-by-step plan for adapting to this, because you definitely don't want to just jump straight into the deep end. Okay, so here are your 3 levels of adaptation. Step 1 is the transition. Your only goal here is to cut out snacks entirely, stick to 3 solid meals, and then eventually drop that down to 2 meals. Easy enough, right? Step 2 is where the magic really starts happening, the 16-8 and 18-6 protocols. That's 16 hours fasting and 8 hours eating, a super flexible start. Pushing to 18 hours of fasting is where serious fat loss and those cognitive benefits really ignite. Then we have step 3, which is advanced, OMAD, which stands for 1 meal a day. 20 hours of fasting creates deep heart and brain repair. OMAD is incredible for slow metabolisms or breaking those really stubborn plateaus. But listen closely to this part. I explicitly warn you to avoid stop-and-start methods like the 5-for-2 diet or alternate day fasting. Those erratic schedules leave you constantly hungry, because your body never actually gets the chance to chemically adapt. Now, before I reveal the one critical survival secret you absolutely must consume to make this work, if you truly want to take control of your health, make sure to hit subscribe. We are building a library of deep dive videos covering everything, from accelerating your weight loss and optimizing liver health, to mastering the different stages of the keto diet and harnessing the incredible power of autophagy for cancer healing. Would absolutely love to have you back to our channel. All right, part 3, fasting survival guide. Let's talk about how to avoid the dreaded keto flu. Here's a crazy fact. Your brain is actively lying to you. When you start fasting, your body drops its insulin, and as a result, it flushes out water very rapidly. This leads to a stealthy dehydration that your brain actually misinterprets as sudden gnawing hunger. The non-negotiable solution to this? Literally, just 1 flat teaspoon of sea salt daily. That's it. That keto flu you always hear about. It's basically just an electrolyte deficiency. Taking this salt prevents the headaches, stops the cramps, and completely shuts down that fake hunger. Let's rapid fire through exactly what is safe to consume during your fasting window. Do drink plenty of water, black coffee, and unsweetened tea. Adding a little MCT oil in your coffee is actually a fantastic hack to give beginners quick brain energy. Though, you shouldn't rely on it forever. Now for the don'ts. Never ever use protein powders or BCAAs during your fast. I know the fitness marketing pushes them hard, but they will violently spike your insulin and completely shut down your fat burning. Which brings us right to part 4, breaking the fast safely. You have to reintroduce food the right way. Breaking the fast incorrectly is where most people undo literally all of their hard work. You cannot just eat whatever you want. Do not break your fast with sugar or some massive heavy meal right out of the gate. Here is the optimal meal sequence. Step 1. Start with a massive salad. This feeds your gut microbes and helps lower insulin resistance. Step 2. Follow that up with your protein. Maybe finish with healthy fats to keep you satisfied. Oh, and here is a massive cheat code for you. Incorporate 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with lemon water during dinner. It is incredibly effective for boosting your insulin sensitivity. Before we jump into exercise, I'm genuinely curious. What will your go-to fasting meal look like? Drop a comment below. Let's share some meal ideas and recipes to help each other out. Okay, so exercise is an amazing tool while fasting, but you gotta be smart about it. Light 10 to 20-minute walks are fantastic for killing waves of hunger. Good morning workouts, totally fine once you're adapted. However, you absolutely must avoid heavy, intense lifting deep into a fast. Doing that causes massive cortisol spikes, which can lead straight to adrenal burnout. And again, just as a reminder based on our earlier rule, absolutely no post-workout shakes until your eating window officially opens. Moving on to part 5, conquering mental hurdles. It's time to completely demystify hunger. Understanding the biology here is the ultimate key to conquering the mental game. Check this out. When you feel a sudden, intense wave of hunger, it's not because your body is actually starving. It's simply because the hunger hormone called ghrelin, it starts peaking. It pulses on a schedule based on when you used to eat. If you simply wait it out, drink some water, maybe distract yourself for a bit, by minute 15 that ghrelin completely vanishes and the hunger goes right along with it. It's literally just a chemical wave. You just have to ride it out. But I do have a strict warning for you when it comes to these mental hurdles. Do not negotiate with yourself for tiny slips. Having a small bite of bread or just a quick sip of wine. It will knock you entirely out of fat-burning mode for up to 24 hours. It flips that insulin switch right back on. You also need to conquer your environment by getting to bed earlier. Bad sleep spikes cortisol, which makes you crave sugar, and staying up late is hands down the #1 cause of late-night snacking. Now, when you conquer these hurdles, you're going to see the signs of success so clearly. You'll experience steady, predictable fat loss. You'll feel this incredibly sustained energy without those brutal afternoon crashes. You'll notice a major decrease in joint inflammation, and honestly, most shockingly, you'll experience a total disappearance of your raging appetite. This physiological optimization is exactly why high performers like Terry Crews, Hugh Jackman, Mark Wahlberg, and Andrew Huberman use intermittent fasting to stay at the very top of their game. And finally, part 6, the ultimate payoff. Let's take a look at your timeline for true metabolic healing. Look, reversing years or even decades of insulin resistance requires a little patience. You are quite literally building brand new fat-burning machinery inside yourselves, and that takes about 3 to 4 months of consistency. With the profound healing, the steady energy, and the effortless fat loss you get on the other side, it is absolutely worth the investment. So you have the exact framework to heal your metabolism. Now ask yourself this. You do all the hard work of fasting, but how can you lose weight faster and easier to speed up your progress? Click this next video on your screen right now to learn exactly how. You can also download this free, simple infographic containing everything you just learned in just one single image. Click the link in the description. No emails or fill-out forms required. See you in the next one. Stay healthy.